There's no way man can take up them phone and call and say, boy, coach, you know, say such and such, me can get in a squad. I say, yeah, man, just make sure say such and such, I in a squad. Foolishness.
Right?
Yeah, this is the best campaign since we qualify.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome sports fans, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host GOONER.
I'm Rush.
Introduce yourself, no boss.
Just a small man, I join the gang. Just a small man, I join the gang. Military GOONER.
Yeah.
For all who know me. For who don't know me, Military GOONER.
Yeah, man. And people, it's a collab, obvious, as you see. So go over to Military GOONER TV, show him some love.
Obvious?
Subscribe to the man thing. Them see what I go on. Them must see.
Me ask if it's obvious.
It's very
Some can put in it then.
Eh?
Some can say obvious.
No, because some people in our video, you know,
Eh.
and it's not a collab. We have to ask them something, them not on the channel.
Okay.
Them good to see, I think a fan cam.
That's true.
It's not a fan cam, people, it's an actual
It's a boy now going good, none at all.
Yeah, so people, we're just there for talk about this World Cup qualifying campaign and just wrap it up, because at the last game, and we just want to give our overall thoughts.
But before I start, I know so I'm not going to see the vlog still now, you know. But yeah, man, for show off my little something, you know. You get me, I say, Leon Bailey,
One lucky subscriber on every 10,000. One lucky
take that out here.
One lucky subscriber every 10,000.
Hey,
I'm going to rig the system and try to win it.
convince him to go in the jersey.
What about Leon Bailey, Dinner and Bars, Andre Gray, Ravel Morrison? Be a big name, be a big star.
Yeah, people, so.
Look, it's a jersey never float away because it, you know.
It's lofty, yeah, man. It's of high standards.
Yeah, so I could talk about it.
Alright.
This World Cup qualifying campaign, me and Joe Mother talked about it earlier. It's the best one since the qualify. Right?
Yeah, this is the best campaign since we qualify.
Oh, you feel
Best are most highlighted.
we
No,
get the most points.
When last we win a match in a
yeah.
World Cup qualification? About four campaigns since we win a match on the final round.
If we should win tonight, it means that we're going to get a home victory, which means that definitely that's a positive.
Since 98.
Yeah.
Two victories.
Because there have been campaigns in 98 where we don't even make it to the. It used to be the Hex.
But
now the Octagon.
you got to have a man them in the comment section now and say, boy, we're not happy for this.
No, we're not saying good.
Yeah,
we have to try to put it into perspective.
You have to remember the evil fans them, you know, will come out of every little thing they come for, you know.
Yeah.
Well, are they really fans then?
They're fans, man. They're fans now. But it's because there's, you know, when you're so loyal and things don't go right, yeah, that happens.
It's hard.
But as I said, the first time winning in the final round of a World Cup qualifying campaign since the 98 campaign. So big step, you know.
No, I don't think it. Honestly, I don't take it as a positive. I just take it as more was given, so more was expected.
Yeah.
You know, in the previous campaigns, you look at the teams. This time, the coaching staff got a lot to work with.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
Yeah, this is the best, the most talented reggae boys
Right.
team.
So to who much is given, much is expected.
Definitely.
And although it is the best on paper, I feel like it is one of the worst in terms of what you
Cohesiveness,
the
chemistry.
return and where and what you got. So that me.
So if you categorize it like that, why you put it in the context? Despite we pushing so much effort, so much money, so much resources put together, and then now when you look on the quality player, where you think you work?
One, a big word on our channel is continuity. We didn't have any form of continuity.
Apparently over 50 players played this campaign. Over.
You say I understand what is going on.
Possible more can play now, because imagine if Dylan Barnes start tonight.
Yeah,
Here we go. You understand? And I feel like that is the main thing. The guys, you know, weren't together playing competitions before. You know, I know that Darren Mattox mentioned a couple of weeks ago that, you know, the team from the Gold Cup didn't come over. I don't agree with it. But I'm saying, I guess that should have been the foundation that we were supposed to build on for this World Cup qualifying campaign. Some of the guys couldn't have made Owen Garden and some Darren Mattox. They obviously couldn't make it.
Romario Wilson.
So you'd have still see the same wholesale changes then, if that is the case.
No, but what I'm saying is we should have built on what we had then. What we tried to do was
have started to introduce talent from then rather than just at the beginning.
At the beginning.
And
That's true.
That is true. Debut in the final stage. Like, it's awful.
No, you would expect that because of the change of coach and all these mishaps.
Finished now.
There's so much issues. We realize from the first game we have so much issues. The entirety of the qualifiers campaign, leading up to the qualifiers and before the World Cup, we have so much issues for almost every single game. for every single game. Just before the friendlies, that was last year March.
Yeah.
Contract negotiation.
Make we wheel it back now. What were your feelings going into the Panama game at the National Stadium World Cup qualifying campaign opener?
All right.
How did you feel about that?
So for that game, when I look specifically at the team sheet, I say all of the big guns them roll out. All of the big guns them roll out. Me I say yes. Me I say this look good. But guess what no? Name on people don't mean nothing. Because the major factor is chemistry, as everybody says. Chemistry, moral. And the latter stage campaign,
That
we find out. Yeah.
We are running from it. The coach have to get a beating, man.
The coach?
The coach have to get a beating. Yeah, chemistry, but at the same time, brother, you never help yourself.
That's
you
true.
never help yourself.
That's true. Wholesale change in one game. So,
play
yeah.
Javon Watson until you can't play him no more. Like you can't defend that. You understand? Putting players out of position. Like
now stop playing till me 40, you know.
You can't defend it. So coach and chemistry are my two.
Yeah.
Party, you know, yeah.
What are your two biggest factors? I say coach and chemistry.
I think we had the worst coach in the final round of the qualifying campaign, easily, and I make no qualms or queries about that.
Thank God this is this and that sports TV.
I'm not remorseful in saying that. I don't see many in the final round of qualifying, and even the Haitian coach and Suriname coach, Curacao coach. I thought those I thought those coaches were more qualified and did a better job with the talent that they were given than the coach that we had at the beginning.
They had a better pedigree. They have a better pedigree. They have a better. In recent time, I'm hearing such man. I don't know if that's yeah.
So I will say.
We're not afraid to call him.
I will say Theodore Tapa Whitmore. One of, if not the greatest Jamaican footballer to ever play football for Jamaica.
The downside now?
As a coach, there's a lot to be desired. There's a lot to be desired, and that's all I have to say.
Hey, in politics, if we're going to politics. If we're going to politics.
But yeah, so I think had we put together a better system, a better coach, I think we'd have done better with the talent that was given to us. So that's one factor.
I think the foundation is a problem. The foundation was not laid. If you build a building, you have to lay a proper foundation. Not speaking about only chemistry and this or that. Before the team was even put together, who are the persons selecting the team? Who are the persons selecting the pool of players? What are the administrative issues before the selection? When the players come, what did they do? For example, the other day, one time, we go do one video. Greg Lay them come. I think Greg Lay, Mikel Antonio, they came at that point. Greg Lay, Mikel Antonio, just told them to come. Yeah. But I went to see Kevin Stewart. He wasn't actually went there to see. Now when Greg Lay and Mikel Antonio passed, fine. Somebody there wait another 3 minutes to see Kevin Stewart. No, Kevin Stewart, the bus passed with only 2 players. Actually, I think it was another player.
It was the last window.
Greg Lay, Mikel Antonio, I think there was another player. There you go.
So we could talk about going forward now.
Going forward, that is the question.
Yeah.
Now, things are put in place to go going forward. First of all, I like the direction where the local football is going. That is the first step. Improve on what you have at home, because that is where the base is at. That is where the basic is at. Most of the World Cup, most of the top teams in the world are comprised of them teams players are playing in the country. Most of them.
No.
Spain, most of the players them. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Germany.
Spain and England.
Most of them players.
Spain, Germany, England.
Look on France.
Where most of the players come
Belgium.
from. France.
Look on Netherlands. Come on, man.
Listen, most of them, the top teams, most of them, most of the time when they win it. Look at the time when they win it. Look on reach track on the time when they win the World Cup. How much of them players that play inside of the league?
Alright, so the French team, when they win the World Cup, they did not have many people playing in the French league, right?
How much players that play outside the French team?
A lot of people were playing in Spain and England, and they were talking about the Spanish team that won.
Yeah,
that was Barca and Real Madrid.
Yeah,
team is always
English.
Italy most times.
Most of Italy team.
Yeah,
so basically,
Germany.
So let me say, France will be the only team that kind of out of the bracket.
And then Brazil,
Belgium.
Yeah.
Netherlands.
Yeah,
but we get what you're saying.
yeah.
Denmark.
Well, I know the point that he's trying to make is when you have
Mexico,
a great,
well,
when you have
Mexico-
a,
But it have to start from here, so. It have to start.
I disagree with you.
It have to start from here,
I
so.
disagree with you.
Them-
Why?
Yeah.
Because our league is not up to scratch. You see,
No.
the league was a good league.
You know what they did?
That's
you know
what
what
we start off by saying I like the direction where the league is going. Get the league to the level.
And they don't talk about that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We have to start here, so.
Greg Berhalter made a statement. Would you say that MLS is 10 times better than the JPL?
10 times better than JPL.
I would say so.
10 times better
I
than
would say
JPL.
because JPL tries
10
to send
times?
players to the USL. That's
10
what we
times
try to
better?
send players to, you know, the USL.
Wow.
And Greg Berhalter made a statement saying that he wants to draw less and less from MLS players. And going forward, obviously, them still have the Walker Zimmermans and the Matt Turners. But
Yeah, no,
even Matt
you know
Turner
the reason why.
supposed
You know the reason why Greg Berhalter can do that now, because him already having base and in core players them from this batch, and they are young players. Most of those
all of
players are
them
between.
they play overseas.
Exactly, but because they are already become the core. These players have already become the core. Now remember, now, so before this, now they might use a lot of MLS players
No, but
who are
even
inside.
from Jurgen Klinsmann say, yo, MLS is not good enough
Yes.
to win a World Cup.
Yeah, but
so if,
at the end of the day,
the
no.
majority of our players are playing the MLS, we're not going to win the World Cup.
All right, so look at this now. What if Greg Berhalter they pick up a team, right, and select 22 players or 23 players who don't play inside the USA, who don't play together over a time period? Do you think that they would have been that successful?
No, but that's what I'm saying. You don't have to be playing in the JPL for the players
No,
to
you
be
know,
playing
you
together.
don't have to be playing in JPL no, because we have Leon Bailey, Mikel Antonio, Ravel Morrison. These are players that are playing in the Championship and Premier League. But it's tight knitted, and then at some point in time they might play together, so they have an understanding of each other. Now with these players right now, those names that are called, they have played more than sufficient enough game for them to move forward with, saying that they have already found that level of cohesiveness. The problem is this now, when 2 years down the line, another player break out, and people are saying, okay, this player the team must build around that particular player who just break out. More so forgetting about the Leon Bale and these guys who actually the core set of players who are supposed to move forward
Yeah,
with.
so we believe that continuity is the key.
Good,
May I agree with
keyword,
that?
continuity.
Yeah.
But the problem is that if we keep on selecting players from vast different background without the prior knowledge of how we're going to fit them in a team, we're going to always have a
I agree
problem.
with
But hold
that.
on.
I agree with that. No, I agree with that.
Yeah, but if you have to take that to you for dissect.
Yeah.
If you do that early, there is no problem with it.
Early, that is
So
the
if we
point.
go out now and say, yo, broke down everything, everybody will just get a call for this window, we don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
We are going to make our best 30 right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
And they go out and
From
I don't care if you're playing, I don't
from
care where you're
Germany,
playing.
Yeah.
from Japan, from Netherlands, England.
Me nah have no problem with that.
No,
We can't do it in the
no problem at
final
all.
year.
No problem at all.
We can't do it in the final year.
And that's the problem. The final 2 years is when the team's supposed to be well molded, well gelled, chemistry, everything's supposed to intact the final 2 year, because they're supposed to use that same squad.
Yeah, ramp up
All
the
thing you're
World
supposed to do is probably add 1 or 2 players.
There we go.
But the problem is this now. The problem is this now, as me even say on my channel, our problem is not
By the
core.
way, Military GOONER TV, go and go subscribe to the man channel.
Our problem, you know, is not core players. It's not the ideology of
I
core
agree.
players. It's not that. It's the quality. That is Jamaica's problem. So, for example, we have core players who are not even playing inside of Jamaica, but the quality. Alvas Powell, core player,
I
right?
don't think he's a core player anymore.
Anymore,
Yeah.
but he was a core player leading
Yeah.
up to this campaign. He campaign
was
to
for
finish
this
it.
campaign.
The campaign to
He was
finish
for
it.
this
He is a core player. O'Neal Fisher. Now we see Greg Lay. What's
Wouldn't
Greg Lay is a
consider O'Neal
massive
Fisher a
upgrade.
core player.
Eh?
I wouldn't consider O'Neal Fisher a core player.
O'Neal Fisher always
never
get called
get called up in every window. He never get called up in every
Which one I win and not get called upon?
I try to remember what O'Neal Fisher
Please
never get
remember,
called up.
The
please
last
remember.
couple, but O'Neal Fisher did that come from the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
From Gold Cup,
So
right? So
I
he's a
consider
core
that
player.
consider a part of the
From
core
only
player.
the last 2 years, O'Neal Fisher always nice squad. Junior Flemings always nice squad.
So you would consider Javon East a core player?
Of course.
No,
If
not
you-
because I'm always on the squad means he's a core player.
So what do you consider core player?
A core player I consider is a player that is like a group of 6 or 7 players that play an instrumental part
Alright.
in the playing football. and
We have about 12 players
so
for the past 2 years.
Lawrence, Blakey, Damian Lowe, definitely
No,
core players.
Let me tell you
Right?
now. Let me
Javon
hold on now.
Nicholson,
Think about this
Javon
now.
Williams.
For the past
Core
2 years, if Jamaica play 15 games, you can call 12 names that will be in the squad. Andre Blake, Damian Lowe, Mariappa, Hector.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Hector
Hector.
was a core player.
Javon Watson is likely to be in the squad as well. It's likely.
Don't tell me.
It's likely. O'Neal Fisher, Alvas Powell, Kemar Lawrence,
Flemmer,
Flemings,
CD.
Javon Williams.
Speedy.
Yeah.
How much players that me gone? A whole of players that me gone now. Maggie, also in a squad. Then now,
know.
coming in and out, you'd have like Peter Lee Vassell. These guys are who come in and out. Alex Marshall, in and out. But those players I call have been around the squad for the past 6 or 7 years, basically. Most of them have come from the under 20 squad as well.
Years.
Exactly. The most capped players, these are the most capped players. But guess what now? These are our core players.
Yes, so them still not good enough.
But guess what? The quality. No, look at it now. Look at this now. Even Corberg is a core player.
Yeah,
look at this now. And when you look at the difference between a Corberg and a Mikel Antonio now, so it's about quality. So when you have a Corberg as a core squad now, a player now, guess what now? Mikel Antonio wants to come and play. When you look at Corberg versus a Mikel Antonio, Corberg is one of my favorite players now. When you look at Corberg versus a Mikel Antonio, you have the goddamn right to put in Mikel Antonio over Corberg.
Of course.
But guess what now? Right away now you disrupt the squad. Yeah. Because you take out a core player. You take out a player who understands the system, who plays well in the system. So you just disrupt the system. Even though the quality you put in the better now.
We never had a system, to be honest.
Fair.
But
so
what we need
different.
to do now is build a core now and stick with that core.
You are
and be very cautious about introducing new talent over the next 4 years.
Paul Hall tried that. The problem is this now. It won't be a sense in which you're going to get all the results. We're not going to get all good results. Because whenever you start build that core, it means that you're going to be all chop and change, because you search the top quality players within the first year to introduce into the squad. Searching for these top quality players, it's going to take a while. And it's going to take a mismatch. You're going to find out a mismatch. During that time period, you're going to lose all per game. The problem is now, reggae boy fans, we have patience. When you can't take 2 more lose, that is the problem now. Because we can tell them, if Paul Hall lose tonight, the people are calling me head. 100%. But guess what the problem now? Everyone who are calling head will look on the final result, that's what the team are improved on. First of all, the players themselves enjoy themselves. That's a big factor. That's a huge factor. I know when you play football, right? Yeah. Me play football. When I play football, I'm in the dressing room and everybody in the dressing room nice. We're good. We're going to go play some ball. But as soon as one little something like dressing room happen and it disrupt everything, you get demoralized, you get demotivated, all in kind of aspect there. So the players them, sometimes you look on the players their energy and you can say, okay, just by that alone, you can start see the first change. The players them start buying into the project. And if a coach come in and the players them buy into the project, normally it's something that they them can affiliate with. And say, okay, we can go forward with this. But the problem is this, don't know. People talk already, say the previous coach, players them and the all have issues. There's too much issues with the previous coach. So there's no cohesiveness in the team and also between player and coach. There's no way man can take up them phone and call and say, boy, coach, you know, say such and such, me can get in a squad. I say, yeah man, just make sure say such and such, I in a squad. Foolishness. That can't work. So that's my problem.
Yeah, but so
a long time.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But anyways,
hold on. We have a final question for everybody.
Yeah.
Don't go wrong. Who you support for the World Cup?
I support for
we are supposed to do World Cup. A serious
Who you support for the World Cup? Jamaica's not there.
Jamaica the truth is that from years now I support France because Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry, Zidane, so I support France. Support Arsenal. So I have to go and watch France.
I go with France. So you must support France.
I have to go and watch France.
Alright, as you know, this is That Sports TV. We're a conquer of people. You get me?
Yeah.
So we're going to have to ride with a conquer of team.
Who you are going?
So, Kyle Larin,
Canada.
Jonathan David,
Alright, that makes sense.
Steve Hutchinson, Milan Borjan,
so I go to
Fonzo Davies.
Yeah,
sure. For my Maple Leafs, you know?
I've been hinting at it. All window. The US of A. My team that. The USMNT.
Let me tell you the truth.
Russia be supporting America.
I understand. You say with me, a Jamaican tonight, me no want, me not friend me not conquer. Me can't get 4 friends them and go friend.
Watch it now. If my nation now go there, at least my region.
No, sir, me not.
So me have a support in my region.
No,
I can't go Europe.
I'm a rival them.
The man support Europe, Bridget.
No, I'm a rival them, man. I'm a rival them. You come here and say you're an Arsenal fan, and because Arsenal jump out. Arsenal Tottenham night Champions League. And guess what? Arsenal Tottenham night Champions League. Arsenal jump out. Because Arsenal jump out, then want Tottenham go through. That must be mad.
People, America and Jamaica are not rivals. But yeah, we that still.
So who rival them?
Soccer Warriors.
Trinidad,
yeah, Trinidad, but come on, Trinidad football did nearly years.
So our rivals
years
are not up here.
We have to understand that. We have to understand that. Let's say what fail to.
Jonathan David, Hutchinson, Tejan Buchanan.
Who's watching the World Cup?
Best for last, bro.
But we
But
that
anyways,
people,
people, yeah, man. Big up in a GOONER. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
You know,
man,
a
you
long
know,
time. As I say, guys, just reach 1,000 subscribers. This was one of the first people them. We have a little name on YouTube. We actually push. You get me? I say they do it for work with it. And enough respect.
Nah,
enough love.
That's so smart, somebody.
Enough love, GOONER. You see me?
Yeah, man, always, you know. And what more things are coming now? What
Sure.
more things are coming, man? So,
See you in the Nations League, people.
Yeah.
But for now, so this is that Sports TV and Military GOONER. And we're out.
Wow, to that
Sure,
bang.
the jersey, you know? Yeah.
Well, catch them boys.
Warm up.